What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome to the channel. 100K Q&A. It rhymes. It sounds good. Kind of impromptu. Usually, like I always want it to be like me. Like nine times out of 10, I don't got the hat. I don't got the Eagles gear. I'm just wearing a wife beater, and it's early in the morning, and I'm drinking my energy drinks. But I figure, why not on the first Q&A on the channel, try to spice it up a little bit. Wear a little bit of the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion gear because they're getting ready to kick off. This gameplay that you're seeing right behind, we got a hurricane coming. I might miss this game. I'm gonna probably have to listen to it on the radio. How does that make me feel? Probably as good as my hat looks on my green screen settings. I literally set this up like 5 minutes ago. Haven't been able to fine tune it. The only other person I really know that uses green screens a lot is Perrin Crow, and I mean his kind of looks like. He has issues as well, but I mean, these are going to get refined. I pretty much have this set up, like the whole green screen, me in the corner. I don't know if I'm going to bring that to my actual Eagles, like my content on the channel. I don't really know. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to do face cam for the sake of doing face cam, but I always personally found, like, at least in live streams and stuff like that, the face cam does add something. I don't know what that something is. Oh, it's a terrible throw, but Nelson Aguilar makes the catch because the secondary for the Redskins is garbage. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just, I feel like the live stream, it looks cool when you can see guys, their reactions and stuff like that. So that's why I bought it. And you might be saying, well, geez, do you even stream anymore? It's coming, and we're gonna get to all that and a little bit more. Oh, there's the fumble. Oh, I'll have to show you guys some of a tip and trick, which you probably do know if you know what's going on in Madden. But I've noticed, because I play with the Raiders and we go up against Derwin James a lot, if you just straight up make this conservative, like you do not fumble the ball. It's like an instant counter to that ridiculous. You don't have any ball carrier moves. It kind of kills your gameplay a little bit, but you don't deal with the fumble. So I'm pre-recording like 10 videos because we're set that Dorian is supposed to hit here. We have no idea how severe it's gonna be, but they're saying like Category 1 hurricane. The last time we had a Category 1 hurricane, I was like 7, and I didn't have power for a week. And now my job is very reliant on power, on being able to upload. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically, today is Friday. I have till next Friday, a week's worth of videos to get done. And I'm trying to think of like what I can do that's not super duper time consuming. Like it takes like 3 hours to record a rebuild. I'm gonna have a couple rebuilds, but I can't have like 20 rebuilds going up. I just don't have enough time to get that done before the storm comes. So we have one day. I'm gonna show you and showcase all the draft classes that are gonna be on console. And today it's 100,000 subscriber Q&A. I'm kind of pumped to do this because I get to debut all the fancy webcam and stuff that I bought. Even like I said, it was rushed. I haven't found tweaked the settings and stuff like that. But I asked you guys on Twitter, on the Discord, give me some questions. I got 15 questions we're gonna go through here. I think it's a great way for you guys to get to know me. Everyone that's hopping on for the Madden 20 cycle, you might not know a lot of what's going on. Like, who is this guy? Is this guy just a rebuild? Is he a Raiders fan, judging by his Raiders franchise? So some of these questions, I'm not a not personable YouTuber. Hell, I got a video. I did a video 2 years ago saying it was like my most expensive pack opening ever, and it ended up being me telling everyone that I'm having a kid. So, like, I'm not personable, but I feel like there's still, like, even if you've watched me for a long time, you probably don't know a whole lot about me. What's going on? I'm an Eagles fan. That's about it. I used to play high school football. I'm a self-proclaimed, but kind of proclaimed high school football legend here in Canada, which means literally nothing. But I want to go through some of these questions here. And, this is the first of webcam. And I don't know, like I said, if you guys want to see more webcam videos, I mean, make sure you get that wet floor sign in case someone's walking by and they see this. Like, I rarely have facial hair. Like, I've been prepping for a hurricane for the last, like, week. Give me a break. So we're gonna jump into the Q&A here. I got 15 questions. They're some of them are in depth. Some of them are just, I thought they'd be good to include in the video. So first up is, if I had the choice to do anything else, what would I do? So I assume that would mean if I'm not making YouTube videos for a living, what would like my dream job, I assume, is the way that I would decipher that. I don't know, man. A dream job? See, If it's a dream job, I would love to be like working a front office of a National Football League team. I say that, but I understand like there's probably like, it'd be one of those jobs that I'd be sick of because like I like to have breaks, and it seems like that's a job like, oh, you're away from your family and you just like live at this, you know, your office and stuff. I kind of do that now anyways, but realistically, if I wasn't doing this now, I would fall back. I have 2 business diplomas, and I used to be a manager, so I'd probably just have a manager job somewhere, which I didn't like. Like, I'm so glad this worked out, or at least is working out, because I actually got a job as a manager, and I didn't like it. Wasn't fun. Wasn't everything I thought it was gonna be. So, but that's what I would be doing. I went to school, got my 2 diplomas, got my schooling done. Hey, anyone out there that's a YouTuber watching this or wants to be a YouTuber, get a backup plan. If you want to commit to doing something like this, by all means. It's awesome when it works. You gotta have to grind a lot. And make sure for sure as shit you have a fallback. Question 2, what made me an Eagles fan? Well, I've told this a bunch of times, but we might as well put it out here on YouTube. Growing up in Canada, I mean, I have no allegiance. Barely anyone I know watched football growing up when I was a kid. Like, my parents didn't watch football. My brother is a Patriot fan, but he's not like a huge football fan. Like, he watches it, but like not enough that like he can nowadays hold a conversation with me. So growing up in Canada, hockey is the sport that everyone likes. I loved hockey growing up. Like, early 90s hockey was the shit. But hockey had a lockout, and it was like the rumored from 03 into 04. So that would have been the beginning of the 03 football season, that there was going to be an NHL lockout, and like another one. Like, there was just a lockout before that, and like even me, young me, was like, man, this sucks. I want to watch the sport. So if they're going to do this, I had this like, I'm taking a stand. I'm going to watch something else this year. So football, and I like the Eagles from what limited football games I did play. Brian Dawkins was the man. They had like a young Donovan McNabb, was always a fun quarterback to use. So, you know, I didn't have any family allegiance or anything like that. I just kind of picked the Eagles. Luckily enough, I got on that bandwagon that the second year when I was like, I'm kind of an Eagles fan, not ready to commit. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, which was my brother's team. So that just made it, you know, that's my team now. Just from like the whole like little brother thing where I'm going to go root against whatever your team is. That combined with the fact that I already kind of like the Eagles, made them my official team. Favorite team, not the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I have a lot of second teams because up until I was a big boy and I get Sunday ticket, you were pretty much at the mercy of, you know, the cable companies here in Canada as to what games you got. So I tried to like one team in every division, so that way there. Oh my god! So that way there, I had, you know, every given game. There's a good chance I might like a team. So we'll go by division. In the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills. In the AFC North, Pittsburgh Steelers. AFC South, Houston Texans. Even though kind of the Jags now a little bit. It's like a tie because Jags got Nick Foles. And then in the AFC West, the Raiders. NFC East, the Eagles. NFC North, I don't hate any of the teams in the North. It's pretty much a tie. I am neutral on all of them. Packers, if I had to pick, I really did like the Minnesota Vikings when Adrian Peterson was there, so I'll give the Vikings a slight. But then the Vikings' salty fan base after we beat them in the championship game kind of soured me. So, you know, it's just, I'm split. I'm all neutral on everyone in the NFC North. NFC South, Saints, I guess, from like the year they won because of the hurricane. I'm pretty neutral on all those teams. And then in the NFC West, give me the Seahawks. I don't hate the Seahawks, even though they own the Eagles a lot. Oh, that's a terrible throw. What's my 40-yard dash time? Asked by Not the Expert. So if anyone has ever watched a lot of my content, I did play football. I was kind of a freak athlete, and I have a little, I'll put the little picture here of what I kept the combine stuff from the website. Anyways, I was 221. It said I was 221, which was, I thought I was like 225, but I guess they went a little bit low. But I ran 4.49, and then that was at the combine where we did like we might have had lasers. I can't remember we had lasers, but at like our pro day, which was just at like this high school field, I had 4.44, 4.45. They made me run like 3 times because they didn't believe how fast I was, because it was our first year of high school football. So we had no one coming in with positions. They pretty much had us do the combine and like would tell you what position you're playing based upon how you did that. I started out, they're like, hey, they put me at tight end because I was, you know, Like, I don't know if you can tell. Like I said, usually I'm wearing the wife beater tank top, so you can just see. I got a neck like Jesus. My neck looks like Bill Goldberg's neck. So they're like, all right, we'll put you at like D end and tight end. And then I also was the fastest guy on the team. So like, oh, you can play whatever you want. Nowadays, I have no idea what my 40-yard dash time would be. I know for a fact I would get it under 5. I feel like I get in the 4.8s, high 4.8s right now. Don't ask me, Khabib versus Dustin Poirier. Well, I'm not gonna be able to watch that fight. I'm a big UFC fan. A little known fact is I actually used to, that was like a side job. I used to write like MMA articles online, like back in like late 2000s, like 2009, 2000, like when I was in high school, a junior and senior in high school. I used to get paid to talk about MMA, the UFC, all that good stuff. So I am a big fan of the UFC, but I'm gonna probably miss it this weekend. I like Poirier, Theo Vaughn. Shout out to Theo Vaughn's one of my favorite comedians. They're buddies, but I think Khabib's gonna absolutely maul. I think Khabib is the best fighter in MMA right now, and he's unstoppable. Like, he has the perfect style that you're just like, oh, okay, not gonna beat this, and we fumble it. Phenomenal. Dream college to play for. So when we're here in Canada, I had aspirations. I had an aunt that lived in Georgia, and she knew, you know, it was one of those things where I was like, all right, she lives in Georgia. I could probably get some tape out there, limited tape, because I'm not going to go down and tell the sad story about how my college football season, or my high school football season ended. But I was like, all right, I got an aunt that lives in Georgia, which is really nice and awesome if you're a Canadian kid. As we'll just restart this game so we don't have to go through all the menus. I was like, all right, I'm going to start studying, like, obviously, University of Georgia. That would have been the same time Todd Gurley would have been there. I was like, all right, whatever, we could probably try them. But maybe some of the smaller schools, you know, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, teams like surrounding Georgia, which is kind of weird. Oh, I can't even restart the game. Okay, we're just going to show the menus. We're doing this live. So I was thinking something like that would be cool. Continue the Eagles season. I want to return to the main menu, and we're going to try this again. We're going to try this again, and we're going to whoop dad ass with a little bit longer quarters, if you know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, I was thinking about somewhere in that Georgia area. I was dream school. I mean, as a Canadian, I always kind of thought like Hawaii would be awesome, but I'm not a big beach guy, so like practically I wouldn't have really liked it a whole lot. Florida, I've always been a Gator fan. That would have been kind of cool, but I don't like the heat, like the practicality of it, like where I'd like to go. I like Canada's weather. I like the cold. So give me like Penn State. Give me Penn State. Give me like, ugh. Maybe not the time that I would have been looking for like a college university to go to. That would have not been a good time to go to Penn State. I don't know. What's the best cold college? I'm not a big Michigan fan, but like something like that would be a lot more practical than going to a school that I really like. What made me start YouTube? I just saw it being done, and I thought that's kind of cool. Like for school and stuff like that, I was always in like the film and video classes. We had like video announcements, so like right before your lunchtime break, you'd have like your student video V club or whatever go up, and we just do all that stuff. I thought that was fun. We'd always do little skits and comedy stuff. So like the fact that translated to like, hey, you know, I saw guys like Mr. Hurricane. He was pretty much the only guy that was really doing franchise videos in Madden when I was kind of starting it. So I was like, you know what? I think I have an all right personality. I'm definitely opinionated. A little bit of a niche as a Canadian talking about this. So I was like, I think I could do this. And we started, actually, I played more FIFA and NCAA than I did Madden. And then I did all those games. I actually started my YouTube channel with my brother. He would do like indie computer games. He did some Minecraft videos and stuff like that. And I did more so sports titles. But basically, it was just a hobby, man. That's how almost all this starts. And then eventually, I just started being like, you know what, man? You can make money on this. Like, you can make some serious money. Let's start to take this more seriously. That was about 3 years ago. And here we are now, man. Like, I had a YouTube channel for like 5 years that I did like decent uploading to it, but I never really took it serious enough. Like, I'm going to make these videos that I know I'm going to, I kind of just did what I wanted to. But the grind is real, man. I definitely will say no one has put the amount of work in this Madden YouTube community to get to like, you know, a big channel that I have, because I've been here for, gotta be this year coming would be my 8th year, and we just hit 100,000. So it's been a long grind, but yeah, it all just ultimately started as a hobby. How do I edit videos? This is a unique question, I guess, but I edit videos with Sony Vegas and I do everything in house. I know, like right now, part of things getting editors and stuff like that. But like I said, I took film and stuff like that in school. Not saying that I'm a great editor. Like sometimes I do funny things, I guess you could say, but I don't have like amazing skills. I just got a friggin' green screen, and look, you can still tell it's not even set up great. But I, editing videos like that, I do all of my Photoshop stuff, thumbnails, all in house. So yeah, I use Photoshop and Sony Vegas. Favorite non-Eagle in the NFL. So I assume this means favorite player. That's a tough one, man. Trying to think about truly who's my favorite non-Eagle in the National Football League. Because I like a lot of guys, man. At this point, like, I like the draft process. I don't care where you go. Like, I love Saquon Barkley. He's the shit. Does it annoy me that he's on the New York Giants? Absolutely. And then there's stories like Shaquem Griffin. That is an awesome story, man. Like looking at it from an adult that has a kid. Like my kid's healthy. My kid's gonna be a monster at whatever he wants to do. Like we take him like soccer and stuff, and he's like legitimately like he already looks like he's 2 times faster than everyone else out there. But see, I'm sick too. Not only got a hurricane, I'm sick. But see something like Shaquem Griffin, like if I have, if understanding that there's kids out there, like just imagine if my kid did have, something like Shaquem, like a disability, and just thinking like, oh, I can't play sports, and now you have someone like Shaquem Griffin who made sport. It's an awesome tale to tell. But to truly narrow it down to my favorite player, non-Philadelphia Eagle, it's so hard. I honestly don't know if I can get an answer. I like so many guys. Like the first guy that comes to my head is Mike Evans. I've been a huge Mike Evans fan for a long time, but that's actually too. I'm too much of a football nerd to say that there's one player not on the Eagles that I do like. So, if you want an official answer, throw in Saquon Barkley. You can throw in Mike Evans, one of those two, I guess. I'll just right out the rip, but it's not. There's no real answer to my favorite non-Philadelphia Eagle. Eagles moment I remember, not the Super Bowl. Very easy. The Deshaun Jackson punt return. I've told this story countless. Actually, no. There's 2 of them. The Deshaun Jackson punt return. That's always going to be one. And then I'm not going to get X-rated here, but the game where Michael Vick had like 6 touchdowns against the Washington Redskins. Me and my girlfriend, who I have my beautiful son with right now, stuff was going on in that game. Like I thought that game was like I wasn't half paying attention. We'll just say stuff was going on while that game was going on. It was just awesome. It was like the best of both worlds, if you know what I'm saying. Someone just said favorite movie, band, show, because those are like generic questions to ask. You just kind of group them in. My favorite movie, if you want like a serious movie, I like probably Scarface. And that's I hate saying Scarface. You sound like you're like a wannabe gangster. Like I sell drugs. Scarface is awesome. Comedy, Step Brothers, football movie. All the football movies are good. I kind of put it more into fiction because real life football movies, they're real life. Rudy, you can't. How can you not like Root? If you've ever played football in your life, Rudy's probably the answer. Favorite band? For rapper, I like all kinds of rap. Like right now, I'm going through like ASAP Ferg. I like Freddie Gibbs. Riff. I've always liked riff rap, like serious rap. I'm not a huge fan of like the mumble rap and stuff like that. Favorite band all time? Probably a tie between Offspring, if you're going like a little more punk, and I like Leonard Skinner. Some southern rock can get the job done every now and again. Lots of like Metallica, like generic hair band metal from the 80s. I like that stuff. Favorite TV show? I would say just as of late, like all time favorite show. You gotta throw up like the South Parks and stuff like that. Right now, man, Mindhunter on Netflix. That was the last show that I binge watched. Like I was like, I'm watching all this show right now. So I really do like Mindhunter. What do you want to do on YouTube that you're not already doing? I wish that I could play different. I wish I could play FIFA and get like, because FIFA, soccer, and football, like American football, like that is like, those are 2 audiences that don't like each other. They're not a complementary audience. Like if you want to play 2K basketball, if you want to play baseball, that kind of doubles up your audience. You'll have like good crossover from your Madden audience to that. You're not going to get anything when it comes to FIFA, which sucks because I love FIFA. I haven't touched FIFA in the last 2 years. I know the game gets kind of like the Madden treatment of like, oh, it's the same game every year, but I wish I could do FIFA content and have it be successful. I tried it a couple times, like rebuilds and stuff like that. The videos don't do bad. It's just not worth my time because I could just as easily be doing like a Madden content kind of deal. Other than that, man, I would love to do like a serious podcast, like maybe be like featured on another pod, like I already established. But I would love to do like a football podcast, and like I know, you see that in Madden community, people always try to do football stuff, and just in YouTube in general, like the gaming community, and they do podcasts. It's not that great, but I would like to do like a serious podcast, like a serious football podcast. Like for example, like Bleeding Green Nation, they have podcasts, like something more like that would be really, really cool. Because I could talk football for days. I like to think I'm somewhat educated. I can hold a conversation about current NFL, college football, and everything in between. We got 2 questions left. YouTubers that I watch. I will be straight up. I try and support as much as I can Madden creators, but if you ask me how many hours I watched of other Madden creators in the last year, under an hour. I just don't have time. Like, if it's a cool, interesting video, I will check it out. I know, Parent Crow, Not the Expert, have been the big 2 guys that I have really enjoyed watching their content and seeing them when they come out, but I really don't watch much. It's one of those things, like, it's literally the same. Like, I want to watch YouTube to not feel like it's my job. So I really do, like, just watch podcasts and stuff like that. I watched, like, Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, Chris D'Elia's podcast. Those are the 3 that I really like. Bill Burr's to an extent. Up, Down, Down, like it's like a wrestling gaming show. That's pretty good. First We Feast, like Hot Ones. Hot Ones is awesome. So yeah, those are stuff. But most of the time I'm watching, Joe Rogan podcast or Theo Vaughn. And then the final one. What happened to the Mullins family? I felt like this was the best question to finish with, because as you can see with the face cam and stuff, this is what I've been waiting to stream for. Pink Slips will be coming back. Pink Slips will be coming back very soon. It's going to be our stream series. I have lots of ideas for that. I probably will carry it over to YouTube as well. Like we did last year, I used to record the streams and I would just re-upload them to YouTube. In case you missed it, because a lot of people did like Pink Slips. And I actually heard this new Madden KO mode. They have some elements of Pink Slips. I'm actually going to go check that out. We had a video, probably by the time you've already seen this, pop up on the channel. But we'll do some Pink Slips very soon. So that's about it. And it sucks that we're going to end this on a Trey Quinn, I think that is, touchdown for the Redskins. Like I said, I still got 4 more videos to record today. My voice is going. Oh, what was that? Glitch in the Matrix. That wasn't any of my hardware. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for 100,000. Actually, we're almost at 110,000 by this time. So keep on subscribing, smash that like button, all that good stuff. Let me know if you want to see more webcam stuff. I just don't know what kind of content I'm going to be able to utilize it in outside of streams. So maybe post-game videos for the Eagles. That could be because you get to see like my reaction if they win. More so if I lose, it could be funny, be fairly animated. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.